have read a lot of books on personal development and self-help, most of them useless. This, however, is a true gem. I put it in the top 5 most useful books I have ever read. It is a great treatise on how to produce high-quality work, and is becoming more relevant by the day, with our increasingly distracted world. I feel sorry for kids, you're already addicted to their smartphones by the age of 10. Deep work is the professional activities performed in a state of distraction-free concentration that push your cognitive capabilities to their limit. These efforts create new values, improve your skill, and are hard to replicate. Deep Work is a common-sense book than a self-help book. The crux of the book is that there are 2 kinds of work we do. One is deep work, and the other is shallow work. Deep work is rare and hard. Shallow work is easy and ubiquitous. Cal Newport offers a very compelling argument as to the value of organizing those periods when we all need to focus on the work, knowledge, we need to obtain to further our professional goals and ambitions. Newport cites examples of key influential and high-achieving individuals such as J.K. Rowling and Bill Gates. They each notoriously became obsessively focused when they needed to achieve the important deliverables or direction they needed in their professional goals. A timely book that helps you immensely. The ideas are not really difficult to implement, but our minds are so used to craving for distractions that it becomes difficult to continue in this deep work mode. And that is where the strength of the book lies in. It not only lists down the steps needed, but already predicts what kind of obstructions will come up and how to handle those. Cal has really made it foolproof system if you can vow to follow it. To those saying that it is repetitive in the first part, I believe it is really necessary to convince us in all ways possible. Because everyone knows deep work is good, just like everyone knows exercise and eating balanced diets are good, but no one does them. You really need to be convinced in order to make permanent lifestyle change. The book is hardly 300 pages but will require some time to fully understand all hacks and strategies. Work habits of great people like Carl Jung, J.K. Rowling, Bill Gates, Walter Isaacson and many others are very well explained. The author also writes about his life and experience. This book can best be placed among books like Outliers, Mastery, Flow, Peak, etc., where importance of work and its consequences are explained. The only thing is, deep work is more detailed in terms of strategies and a bit less on psychology studies. The book does point out that deep work genuinely isn't for everyone. For different but related reasons, CEOs of huge corporations and carers of young children might be better off entirely working at the shallow level. As well as being very useful for individuals, many managers could do with this book to help empower workers to achieve more of real value and stop constantly harassing him with administrative requests of little or no real importance. One important facet of this is, it shows very persuasively how deep work is almost the opposite of long work or overwork. Working better decreases working time overall, with much better results. For employees and intelligent employers, what is not to like about that? Newport does suggest that to live the life of deep work, we need to put the distraction of social media aside, so we can deploy our minds to its fullest capacity to create things that matter. While I accept that social media can consume considerable time, that is of little value, there are many roles in today's society and workplace that require constant engagement with customers, suppliers, colleagues and online audiences. Like many things in life, it's all about balance, and I would recommend the deep thought approach as part of a daily regime, but not to the exclusion of all other interactions. It is difficult to account for every minute of the day and attribute it towards a valuable contribution, and I can imagine this will lead to frustration rather than reconciliation. What I found particularly interesting about this book was the rules for creating and maintaining depth. Overall, I have gained a bit more clarity in my mind and in my life. I will look to continue building my deep work skill and maintaining this all-important depth in my life. Highly recommend to anyone, and it has wide relevance across many fields. Also very readable and entertaining. It is a joy to read and has plenty of interesting tales and case studies to make the book flow perfectly, whilst imparting the necessary wisdom. Click link in description for more reviews.